Hey, Phil,
Yo,
you had just mentioned something just like a second or three ago that you highly agree with something that I said earlier today.
yeah.
What did I say earlier today that you highly agree with?
You said it is very boring in the sports world without basketball.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we got Louis 13 here. Phil G's with me. It's Timmy D. Cue the damn music. Episode 11, Desert Dad Sports Podcast. Phil G. Say what's up to the people.
What up, people? We in double digits.
We are in double digits. Second episode in double digits. Hey, episode 10 was fire, dude.
That was fun. And we got somebody here with us, don't we?
Hey, you know what? We do have somebody here. And this somebody, I want you to tell us what the hell you want us to call you, because I've been calling you by your old gamer tag, and it feels weird because this shit has nothing to do with video games.
Just call me Louie, like you always call
Louie.
me.
Yeah,
Baby
but-
Goodwin.
But yeah, maybe he's wearing the old school Phoenix Suns Archie Goodwin jersey. Somewhere in here, I got some KD7s that got Archie Goodwin's signature on them. Too bad they ain't wearing none. But like
They're
got,
worth something to you. That's
No, I use those shoes to ride around in the one wheel and get all dirty
Oh,
and
that's
shit now. Like the autograph is all but faded.
oh man, that's disappointing.
It is, but you know, I tried and tried. Back when PJ Tucker was a Phoenix Sun and we had season tickets. You could attest to this.
Oh yeah.
I used to hit up Archie I used to hit PJ Tucker up on Instagram nonstop. Hey, come sign my shoes. Come sign. I do all not like I wasn't like sending like 30 messages a game, but like we had season tickets, so we were there like 2-3 times a week. So every game, like if like we'd get there, we'd always get there. We'd go to Carl's Jr. We'd get Carl's Jr. and then we'd go watch warm ups. So I would try to get that message out before warm ups happened, and he never responded. And obviously PJ never signed my sneakers.
Yo, PJ, if you're listening,
Yeah, if you're listening, I would appreciate, you know, you can come and sign.
you got some sneakers to sign.
Yeah,
Beer?
Dang, don't call him a bitch. That's a sneaker goat right there.
He might be the sneaker goat, but he's playing for the Jazz 76ers.
Damn, PJ is with the 76ers now, huh? See, look at
Traitor.
this. We thought about absolutely nothing before I hit record right now, and then all of a sudden we're having a basketball conversation.
That's
It
because we
always,
ramble.
it always leads back to basketball.
That's because we ramble like this. That's what we do.
Yeah, but I think that's what kind of keeps, you know, this little shit we do here natural. Like,
So crack a bottle, let your body waddle.
hey, you played that T-Pain song, but Facebook copyright struck that shit hella quick. I was laughing.
Man, Facebook. Some scrubs.
I mean, it's Facebook.
To lick my booty
with
over
the whole
the back.
Ooh, with all the meta stuff, and you want them to get stuck on your sandbar. We'll let you in on that one later. Yeah, well, see, here's my thing. Back to the name: Timmy D, Phil G, Louie. Like it just you gotta have a little.
I guess you can Luee G. I guess.
Yeah, but he's Phil G.
He could be Luee G.
You gotta be Louie E, because your middle name.
That's true.
All right, Louie E it is. I mean, if we're all good with that,
Why don't we
it's your
just
name.
Why don't we just put out a Facebook thing and let the people vote?
That's true.
Nah, because he'll end up being like Penis Lord 698
no,
or
that's
some
why
shit.
you put like
No, you gotta-
set up a
specific-
poll?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
okay.
put specific ones on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe we'll do that. For now, you're Louie E. We'll discuss that later. Week 2, NFL Preseason. Anybody watched any games yet?
No.
I was watching some earlier.
I haven't watched anything either.
It was the Chiefs and who were they playing? I don't remember who they were playing. That's how badly I wasn't really paying attention. It was on, so I was just like, okay, it's on. But
No,
I didn't like actually watch any. I
And-
mean, I've heard some things have been going on as far as like people getting hurt and stuff like that because it's of course preseason, but
Not
I'm
no
like-
real big
Yeah,
names.
I
no,
was
no,
saying, any
real
big
big
names get hurt?
No,
because they haven't been playing.
no, they only play like maybe 2 plays in the first quarter, and then the rest are all like
2 plays or 2 series?
no, like 2. Well, I guess no, like 2 plays, 2 between like 2 plays to like I guess a series or 2.
Gotcha.
So
What's your opinion? Do you think that all the starters in the preseason should play like a couple snaps right at the beginning of the game, or do you think that they should just let them roll to like the second quarter?
I think they should just play a couple snaps in the beginning, and I only say that because you're actually playing against an actual team that you're not playing against your own team, so you're not you play against your own team the entire time, practice throughout the season. This is a different team, so they're going to show you different things, like stuff you don't know. I would say at least let them play maybe even the first quarter or even half of the first quarter. Something just to get their feet wet and like, all right, we're going back to the groove and everything like that. But of course, everybody comes up with like, oh, there's injuries and stuff that happen, which is true, but
yeah, but the same
injuries happen.
Yeah, the same injuries that happen in the preseason, the same injuries that happen in the regular season.
Oh, 100%.
Would you rather have your player get hurt in the preseason, like just to start off, or like in the middle of the season? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
especially if you're like hunting. You're gonna hunt.
Well, yeah, in the middle of the season, it's more detrimental, right? Because, like you said, you're chasing something at that point. I mean, we know we have a season that's worth playing for, and if star player goes down, then. But for me, injuries happen. You know what I mean? Like you can't predict them, and you can't prevent them. You know what I mean? I agree to an extent. Like I think for me, when it comes to the preseason and how long somebody should play, it's really dictated by, I would say, like status or like experience, right? If I'm like, let's say I'm like a 2-3 year player, but like I'm like a Pat Mahomes that just lights up the NFL, for the first few years. Maybe I only play like 2 or 3 series, or maybe I only play a quarter. I really think the preseason is more for the kids, the guys that haven't been there. You know what I mean? Like they need that real that
guys
game.
Trying to make the team.
Yeah. Not only that, but like somebody that may have already made the team, but they've only been on the team a couple of years and they haven't played a whole lot in the regular season.
I agree to a standpoint, because at the same time they're not playing for anything other than their job.
No, they're really not.
I mean, you're just trying to secure a job, which is, I mean, it's understandable because, like you said, you have these younger guys that really don't get like actual playing time during the regular season. You send them out there and let's see what you did in the off season. Let's see what you learned in the playbook. Like, let's try and mix it up, because maybe that time will come when star player goes down and you have to have this guy come up and he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know the playbook. He doesn't know what routes to run.
I'd imagine everybody should have a pretty good handle on the playbook at that level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Even if you're
so.
A practice squad guy, you're still
not
running
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, no shit.
Not Kyler.
But I mean, that kind of like brings me back to the whole basketball thing. Like even in the summer league, like it's meaningless. But this past year, like the summer league champions got rings. Like I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. But at least that gives those guys something to play for. But you don't see. Yeah, like in the summer league in the NBA, like you only see like people that just got drafted, or again the people that are trying to make the team. Like 3, 4, 5 year players aren't like playing in the summer league. You know what I mean? But I also think there's a lot more going on in football with 11 guys as opposed to 10 guys that are doing something different every time they come up to the ball, as opposed to basketball. Like you can catch a rebound, we can run the same damn offense every time we run up the floor, and nothing changes. And obviously, I'm kind of I'm exaggerating a little bit.
You're talking about the Golden State Warriors?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Just
give it a Steph.
Yeah. I think the preseason in the NFL is important to a degree, but I don't think star players should be playing, or even veteran players should really be playing past the first quarter.
No, I mean, I agree. Like they shouldn't, because that just adds more. I mean, like you said, you're gonna get injuries happen. Injuries happen no matter what. But like, if you're a 3-4 year vet, obviously you're a starter on the team already. You're established. You play a series. You play a quarter. Get your basically get your sea legs under you. Kind of like, all right, get your feet wet and everything, so you're good to go for week 1 of the season where it actually counts and everything like that.
I just don't see how much there is to gain out of playing
an entire game.
No, I don't see the benefit out of playing one series. Like, if you're going to send me in to play one series, like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
I was watching, I think it was like a couple days ago, there was a video that went up on ESPN, and they were actually talking to DK Metcalf from Seattle Seahawks, wide receiver.
Yeah.
They were interviewing him, and he was like, hey, I only went out there for 2 series, or 2 plays, and I wanted to play more. But Pete Carroll didn't let me. So
what's the point of 2 plays? Like,
exactly.
You can run those same 2 plays at the same exact speed at practice, and you get the same amount of value out of them.
Exactly. But I think it also depends on what position you're playing as far as, in the NFL, because like you said, there are 11 guys out there.
Okay, well,
so,
let me ask you this, and I don't know if you know the answer or not, but out of the 2 plays that DK played, was he targeted in either one of the plays?
I didn't watch anything,
Yeah,
so I can't even say
what
yes
do
or
I
no.
gain if we run a pass play and you only want me to run 2 plays, but neither one of those plays I'm targeted? Like, what did I gain out
He's
of
a
that?
decoy.
Yeah.
You can be either a decoy or at the same time, like,
But a decoy for what? We're not playing for anything.
You don't have,
you know what I mean?
and I get it, yeah. But you're a decoy for the other guys on the field.
Yeah.
That's just basically what it is. Like, it's like we've talked about before. If you have somebody with any kind of notoriety out there, it's just, it's like gangbusters, man. They just go right at you.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
yeah, because you're a
They're
distraction.
yeah.
So now you have to make the other coach think, are they going to go to him? And then back to the whole, like, as far as playing only 2 series, like, you have to realize, too, some of these guys are playing with these other guys for the first time in their careers.
Oh, for sure.
So,
for
like
sure.
Seattle, obviously, they traded Russell Wilson to Denver, so now they have another quarterback. So you have to get that familiarity between them. You have to get that, what's the word? I'm looking for?
Continuity?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
works.
Yeah, that continuity with, with this new guy who you've never played with in your entire career.
Even more reason to run more than 2 plays with
Oh,
DK
absolutely,
on the
yeah, I
field, you know
agree.
what I mean?
Oh, I agree, yeah.
Because you can run those same plays, like you said, in practice, and it's not going to make much of a difference. But if you're
Like,
actually playing in, like, against another team that's different, that's going to show you, like, a different look,
Yeah.
then I can see how that, because now
Now-
you're, like, gaining that,
Yeah, I'm with you. I wonder if it would be more beneficial in the NFL world to, instead of like nationally televising and having like basically like a it's preseason, right? So like, but they run the games like they televise, everything is set up like a regular season game, right? The only thing that's different is you don't have your star players playing. It's the same amount of time, it's the same amount of like, I don't want to say hype next to it, but there's no difference between how a regular season and a preseason game are ran, right? I wonder if there would be a benefit in running like non-televised preseason instead of doing like a regular, like having your preseason game set up like a regular season game. If it would be better to just set it up like at a practice, like one of the team's facilities, like practice facilities or whatever, and
No,
just
'cause
not
you're-
televising it. And
You're talking about taking away revenue, right?
Yeah,
I know I am, but I wonder if it would be more beneficial to the players to do it that way, because maybe guys would be I don't want to say a little less amped, but a little less prone to like going balls to the walls. You know what I mean?
But you have to look at it now. They have joint practices that are televised, and it's weird.
Dude, are we really to that point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
weird.
That's insane,
It's
dude.
weird.
Dude, the NFL's so overhyped. I don't even want to talk about it, but I don't have a damn choice now.
Just like they're doing the whole Hard Knocks and everything like that. It's all televised. And
Well, I don't mind Hard Knocks because that's more set up like, I don't want to. It's not reality TV, like it's legit, but like Hard Knocks is set up more like teams at practice doing their thing, and there's just cameras around.
but
You
it
know what I
is
mean?
the closest thing to a reality TV show in the sports world.
Oh yeah,
It
no,
really
I don't
is.
disagree with that, but I don't want to, because like reality TV to me is like it's staged and fake in a way. You know what I mean?
100%.
I just
so
don't.
is, so are shows like that.
Is it really? I've
Yeah.
never watched Hard Knocks before, but yeah, it's just
Some of the
always-
stuff that happens, you can't go away from. You don't have a choice.
Yeah,
but at
no,
the
I'm
same
with that.
time,
It just
You can kind of stage things.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm with it. I'm with it. And that's too bad if that's the case. I've never watched Hard Knocks, but
I think
I just-
the last season was the first. I think they did the Indianapolis Colts, and they actually did like a live Hard Knocks kind of couple episodes,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Which
and
is,
even that, yeah, I don't have a problem with either way. But I don't like the staging of things. Like, just have your cameras there, put your cameras up, and
All
just
right,
kinda,
boys, it's shower time.
Yeah, no, R.I.P.
Group
Aaron
hug in the
Andrews.
shower.
Jesus.
What you know about LeBron James at the Seattle Pro-Am?
Hey, he's playing with old. Oh my God, I forgot his name. You just said it.
Jason Tatum.
No. Jake
Jamal Crawford?
There you go, Jamal Crawford. He's playing with Jamal Crawford.
He's
on
playing
the
with
same
Jason
team.
Tatum.
I didn't know Jason Tatum was going to be there. Mm-hmm. I didn't pay that much attention. I just saw I saw a post about LeBron posting about finally getting to play with Jamal Crawford.
What do you think about that? Like
About what exactly?
about like NBA players showing up to pro-ams.
Yeah, it's a pro-am. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have an issue with it.
I wouldn't have an issue with them just showing up at a damn park
Oh no, yeah, absolutely not.
There was a few times like certain players would do that. I know there was like a Kevin Durant did that. And there was
He
a
showed
few
up at the Rutger and
Yeah.
dropped like 60 or something like that. Damn.
But at the same time, like,
Hey, Raja had to stay home though. He was clotheslining people.
do you want your star player going out there and doing that for? I mean, granted, yeah, they're dropping 50 on like a 9 to 5 guy, but like,
You don't have a choice.
but no, so no. So
I like
what
that.
I'm
He's
trying.
dropping 50 on a 9 to 5 guy, dude. I like that, dude.
So
I like that.
What I'm trying to get to is okay, yeah, he's dropping 50 on a 9 to 5 guy, but like, aren't you worried about getting injured? No.
But no,
They're
'cause-
not playing hard.
Yeah,
No,
and
but you're also trying to show off, right?
No, the difference, the 100%
Listen.
difference between you going to a pro-am and you playing against like college and higher level players is totally different.
Yeah, and I've said
It's
this
not
before.
even
You want to
close.
talk about speeds and like skill level, like again, and I've said this before on this podcast. Officiating high school football, my first game is going to be here in about a week. I'm actually kind of getting a little excited, even though I'm not going to be with my regular crew.
Boo.
But going from like anywhere from like 1A is its own beast because it's 8-man football. But like going from like 2 and 3A to 4 to 5A, like the speeds even in high school football, going from the different divisions changes. Like a 3A game is way slower than a 5A game. And I said I can remember doing my first 4A game after doing a couple 2-3A games. The speed was just insanely different. So I can only imagine what it's like whether you're the 9 to 5 guy or the college guy, when you play against that that professional guy for the first time, like I can only imagine like the strength difference, the skill difference, the speed difference. I can only imagine like it's like 2 or 3 tiers above what you think you can reach at that point. You know what I mean?
But as well, do you want to be the 9 to 5 guy on Sports Center that blew out Kevin Durant's Achilles or something like that?
Exactly.
no,
You don't want to be
That's
that
my
guy.
point. That's my point. So you have, let's say Kevin Durant's out there at a pro-am, and then all of a sudden, like we were just talking about earlier, injuries happen every day. You can't tell me you're going to walk and not tear your ACL.
Yeah, Jake Plummer. Jake Plummer is the best example. Jake
Exactly.
Plummer rolled off of his couch and blew out his ankle or some weird shit forever. I think he was still an Arizona Cardinal when that happened.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So there's always that risk, no matter what. Even us right now, we
Well,
walk
we're,
outside.
We're
and-
out of shape and we're getting old, so we
100%.
just hurt, dog.
What did you say the other day? And walk outside and get hit by a piano?
Hey, I might walk outside and a piano will fall on my head right now, dog. You never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
So like I understand the whole I'm gonna go to the program and show up and do all this stuff and show people, but at the same time, like, no matter what you're doing, you risk injury.
Yeah.
So are you gonna be like, well, why did you go to the pro-am and you got hurt?
Well, check
But do
this.
you shy away from that?
Well, no,
you know what I mean.
well,
That's
either
the
way.
that's the only way that they're running up and down the court is if they're showing up to these things.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing that I that I would kind of think about is like, let's say LeBron James, like a lot of people don't like LeBron James, right? Because his name's LeBron James and he's not Michael Jordan or whatever, what have you. Let's say LeBron shows up to the pro-am and the 9 to 5 guy doesn't like LeBron, right? And the 9 to 5 guy has a really good experience playing with LeBron, like shaking hands and whatever. Maybe LeBron says something good to him at like, hey, that was really, like you have the opportunity to create fans out of people that may not already be fans. Like having that community interaction or that interaction with other people that aren't on your level can have a huge impact later on down the road. I might not be a fan of Jason Tatum. I go get dunked on by Jason Tatum at a pro-am and he's cool about it or something like that. I might be like, you know what? I actually talked to that dude playing on him on the court, and he's a pretty damn cool dude. Created a fan out of me. You know what I mean? Like that. I know it's something like real minuscule, but to me that's something that would be pretty damn cool.
And the other thing is that how many times are you ever like? You gotta think about it. Like LeBron is in year 21.
God, that is insane,
Like,
dude.
you know what I mean?
He's
20,
been in the
21.
league for a third of my life.
How many times are you number one going
Or
to be able to go and see LeBron James? Right?
That close.
How
even.
many people can afford to go see LeBron James? Because I imagine little kids that are just sitting courtside. Their
No.
moms and dads can't afford to go sit courtside in an NBA game, but they're paying $25 admission to go see LeBron James.
So check this. I'll say this. Me and Louie went and watched Suns versus Cavs forever ago. Got there early, all decked out in Suns gear.
He didn't play.
This random dude ended up stopping us, and he's like, "Hey, you guys want to do one of the timeout promotions?" So me and Louie got to go do a Carl's Jr. promotion where we basically had to dress up in these like burger suits and then run suicides to go pick up all the burger ingredients and throw them on the burger. So, excuse me, you weren't on that side of the court with me because you were laying down on the other side.
Down.
So I had to run like a son of a gun doing suicides. But when I was waiting for the little event to start or whatever, LeBron, Verajao, Kevin Love, Kyrie, they were all standing within probably like 20 feet of me. And like I'm standing on the baseline and I'm like, oh shit, like this is in the middle of the game on a timeout. Like everybody's looking down and watching us. Cameras were around. I look over to my right and all of the whole damn team was just standing right next to me. Like I'm like, this is insane. I'll never forget it. And then I'll never forget the second promotion that me and Louie got to do. It was the Monopoly one because we got to go into the Nexus practice facility, remember?
Yep.
And they're like, this is how this is going to kind of work or whatever, but it was just me and Louie this time. And by the way, we won the Carl's Jr. deal because the dude that was running against me fell. He fell so hard I felt it. I felt dude fall in the hardwood floor. And I jumped on Louie as hard as I could with the lettuce when I landed on him. But anyway, with the Monopoly.
What'd you win?
We ended up winning.
That was like $1,000 worth of
Carl's
Jr.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Carl's Jr. coupons.
Yeah, but it was like $1,000 worth of it.
And I hardly used any of them. But in the second one, it was a Monopoly one where me and Louie were running against each other for Arizona Lottery scratcher tickets. And Louie decided to do the splits and ripped his whole ass pants open over the rest of the game.
The rest of the game, I'm like sitting there with like my pants are torn in the center. Like it was like the exact spot. I still remember. I'm like, jeez. And it was televised too, as far as like in the arena.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
everything's yeah.
So I'm walking around. Yeah.
Did anybody see it and laugh?
Oh, absolutely. I know people saw it, dude.
Where I felt bad is I was going hard in the paint the whole time trying to win. Didn't even know this dude's fucking booty hole was like hanging out to the whole arena and not even running the whole time. We had to, in that one, they had a bunch of little like chunks of 2x4 that were like painted gold to look like gold bars, and we had to basically run and pick up as many as we can and then throw them in a wheelbarrow, and then whoever got the most win. And I think I won like out of like the like maybe like 6 or 7 scratchers that I got. I think I ended up winning like $15 out of it or something. It wasn't a whole lot of money.
$15?
Yeah,
those pants costed more than $15.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Yep.
And then for the whole game, like he's walking around holding his pants, trying to keep them up. Good times, dude.
That was fun.
I'm 2-0 in fucking Phoenix Suns promotion games on the court, dog. Never lost.
Never lost.
Good times. But no, I just think that ProAm experience would be kind of cool. Like, obviously, we're not going to experience anything like that over here. Just, I don't think we have the community of the audience to bring like a big name out to like a park or something. Definitely not down here, but even in the valley up in Phoenix area. But I think
it's happened.
Oh, I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened all over the United States, and it's not been.
It happens all the time. It's just not
widely
put out there.
Yeah, it's not big names.
They just basically, hey, I'm
big
here this
names.
day. Show up. And that's how they.
But
run
see,
it.
I think that's cool. Like I mean, what's not to say one day we might be out at Dave White and fucking some professional golfer shows up and hey, I'm playing by myself. You know what I mean? Like that experience would be cool. He's out there risking getting hurt, but he's out there practicing.
That'd
No
be cool
different
for me.
Well, it'd be cool for me, even though I'm gonna play like booty. You know what I mean? It might take me 4 strokes
he might
to
give
get
you
to
pointers or something. You never know.
Yeah, it's for me as a professional. I think it would be like I might be able to go to Gain of Fan today, or I might be able to have a cool experience with some kid or something like that today. Like, well, yeah, I think that's just kind of the cool thing of it.
Flip the roles. Like if you were to be professional at anything, what would you want to be professional at?
I'll let you guys go because I don't think you're really gonna like my answer.
I never like your answers.
That's true. As far as like sports or what?
Yeah, probably sports. I mean, no, you could probably be anything because like even movie stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I would probably be like professional baseball player, just because I mean, baseball is always a fun sport, no matter what. People think it's boring and everything.
Baseball's not boring. They don't understand baseball.
Exactly. Like, to me, I've always enjoyed baseball. It was one of the first sports that I would watch on TV. So it's a pastime for me. So it's like it has that memory ingrained. And my grandfather loved baseball. He loved it. He would sit down, watch the game, walk up to the TV, like see what's going on, sit back down. 2 seconds later, he's back up again, trying to watch it again.
So your grandfather was blind.
Basically, he was
Okay,
he
just
was
making
like
sure.
he was like 90 years old when he was watching it. But
Damn.
he loved baseball, and just enjoying that too. It baseball's fun to me.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
enjoy
I
it.
agree.
I can
agree.
sit down and watch a game, and it's fun because it's different.
Yeah, and then when you understand it, you know what I mean. Like I think there's a huge misunderstanding when it comes to people saying baseball is boring. Like there's a lot more going on than just a pitcher throwing a baseball and somebody trying to hit it. You
Well,
know what I mean?
I think it's because of the whole TV thing.
Oh, it could. Yeah, very well could.
You
be.
just watch people. The monotony of it, I guess
Yeah,
you'd say.
and baseball is slow. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Baseball is very slow, but there's we got cats on the podcast today. Baseball's slow, but it's not. There's so much more going on in baseball.
Well, there is.
You know what I mean? And
but you don't see that on TV.
Exactly. It's the same thing with like NASCAR. Everybody, well, NASCAR just takes left turns. Well, there's so much more going on in the car and with the crew chief and the pit box and whatnot that you don't hear and you don't see.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Phil wouldn't be a professional basketball player though, so hurry up and give us that answer.
I wouldn't, or
you
I would.
You would 100% would. Or no, maybe golf. Yeah, you're shaking your head. Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably do golf before that, or like a porn star.
Damn, dude, golf is such a beautiful sport, dude. Luee, you need to get on the damn golf course already.
I would have gone Thursday, but I was
You were
exhausted.
Yeah, that's gonna be the crappy thing is our schedules don't really line up all that great. My answer, I would love, and this is gonna sound bad, but I would love to find a home in professional gaming somewhere. Like I never really got big into League. I would love to play League, like at a strong level, not very League of Legends at a strong level. Obviously, I'm not very good at it. Call of Duty's my like competitive video game of choice. Like I would love to find a home in
How do you
competitive
suck
Call
at
of Duty.
it so bad then?
I'm not bad, but I'm not good. I just haven't played a lot in the last couple years to even say that I'm probably just bad right now. We'll go with that because like I said, I haven't played. But when I was grinding heavy, like I was learning and stuff, like just something about playing COD is awesome. I guess the only other answer would be like a professional, like playing professional paintball.
Yeah. So now, those are the things that you be professionals in. Now think about you just showing up randomly to just some spot and just playing video games with a bunch of little kids that know exactly who you are.
Let me hit you with some paintball stuff. So, and it's been a long time since this was probably back in like 2013. I paid to go to this paintball clinic up in the valley. It was actually like north of the valley. Anyway, I paid to go to this paintball clinic, and two professionals by the name of Nick Sloviak and Ryan Smith were running that clinic, and I believe they're playing with the Houston Heat right now, but I'm not entirely sure. I feel like Houston Heat, but I think I'm wrong. Anyway, it was Nick Sloviak's clinic, and they were teaming at the time, so Ryan came up with him or whatever, came down with him. And so we go through the whole day with the clinic or whatever, and I was one of the older guys that were there. There was a bunch of like teenage kids. I would have been probably about 22, 23 at the time, so I was one of the older guys. And I got to bullshit, and like these dudes are professionals. Like I've watched these guys on YouTube, and I've watched these guys on live streams, and like the same way that you guys watch like basketball, baseball, and stuff like that is how I was watching these guys play paintball, right? And like we would take breaks and whatnot, and like I'm just bullshitting with Ryan and Nick, like we had known each other forever. You know what I mean? Like we're having conversations, BSing and whatnot, and it was cool as hell. Then we get right back to drilling or whatever we were doing at the clinic. And at the end of the day, Ryan and Nick come over and they're like, "Hey, where do you guys usually play?" Because paintball's a Sunday thing. This was a Saturday deal, and they were like, "Hey, where do you guys usually play on Sunday?" And so I told them, "Hey, like we're at Cowtown. Usually, like I would be over at Fort Adobe playing." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, we heard of Fort Adobe or whatever." And they're like, "We're gonna be there tomorrow. You should come up and come play with us." And dude, like. They invited me after like 3 or 4 hours of knowing these dudes to come and run points with them the next day, just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? Like, I played on a team. I played tournaments and stuff like that, and we would scrim other teams. We would practice. Like, it was pretty damn structured for what it was. But the fact that like these two professional dudes that I've watched on TV were like inviting me to come and play with them, I'm like, yo, this is cool as hell. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit like that you can have the opportunity to do as a professional player. like maybe not necessarily, at the pro-am be like, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna go play at this park down the road. You should come over. You know what I mean? But like having that experience and being able to have that opportunity to interact with professionals is pretty damn cool. You know what I mean? Like I think that goes so far to advancing somebody's career off the court or off the field or something like that, to gain fans and being able to like impact a community that you may have not otherwise been able to impact, if that makes sense.
Can you stop talking?
Was that long?
Jesus, I'm bored.
He's smiling. Phil, fuck you, dog. You had to experience paintball to understand my passion for that game. If you've never played competitive or like Airball or Xball or whatever, just look it up. This shit's fucking cool as hell, and I miss
played
it.
Xball before.
Oh, yeah, yo. Nah, I miss playing paintball.
The only thing
back.
I want to paintball is your face right now.
And get a gun. Let's go play.
Okay.
1v1 me.
Okay.
I was gonna say he's got a gun in his
that
pants.
09
Let's go.
that 09 Planet Eclipse Ego still works.
We're playing 2-2-3 paintball rounds, right?
Oh my god. Some Sims? Anybody?
Oh no.
Good.
You scrubs.
Give me one.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
I mean, they're free. Yeah, go ahead. Bring me another one. I don't care.
Hey, I grabbed an 18 rack, dog. I was ready.
It's about time you do something around this place.
I bought the 12 rack of Orange Blossom for the
Yeah.
last episode and we drank everything.
Yeah, but you also have not been bringing beer consistently. I have.
Not really. The only thing you do is come and talk. Everything else is all me. Why are we arguing about this live on the Desert
Why do you
Dad
think
Sports
people come
podcast?
back to listen to this show? Not because of your ass.
I'm not sure why, but dude,
I know why.
we've been getting some pretty consistent numbers. Not high numbers, but we've been getting some consistent numbers. And I'm
All
like,
three
hell
of you
yeah,
viewers,
let's go.
thank you.
I don't know what the number is like as of like the last couple days, but no, we've definitely been in double digits, dude. We've definitely been in double digits.
That's good, man.
Does it count if you like listen to it over and over again?
It probably does. So, but I have a hard time.
9 of those
believing-
are Tim.
Right. 9 out of the 10.
Dude, I don't even listen to
other
the
one's his
episodes when
mom.
I edit them, dude. I just look for like the peaks and stuff, and I go and edit the peaks. I don't even listen to the whole ass episode. So I'll be trying to come up with titles, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell we talked about. Damn. Then I got to go back and actually listen to it a little bit and figure out what we talked about.
You're rocking the new merch there?
All right, so I was waiting for this to come up. This is going to be another ramble. Not really. I'm going to keep this short. So, yes, I am wearing a Desert
No,
Dad
he's
Sports
not.
Podcast shirt right here. Basically, what I did is I went over to Michael's and I bought a couple different colored T-shirts and I bought some stuff for my cricket or some vinyl for the cricket. Or
Don't
iron
be
on.
telling them that. We're trying to sell these things for like $35 a pop.
Hey, you know what?
Plus shipping.
This
Yeah.
is where I'm at. This is where I'm at.
50
So-
bucks.
No, yeah, you're insane. So, like, this is kind of where my brain is. I want to do some shirts on the cricket. I want to get a couple people wearing them. Obviously us, and then a couple other people, and try to get it out. But
Abercrombie and bitch.
oh my god, oh my god. But what eventually what would happen? Like, if enough people like seem to like or want any of these shirts. And that's all I can really do right now is shirts. I could probably get into stickers and stuff or whatever, but I don't want to go that deep yet.
Not that medium ass t-shirt you got on.
Hey, dude, it's a medium. It's a medium.
It's an extra medium. That's what it is.
It's a medium.
I seen your nipples through the window.
Damn, do they cut glass? Anyway, what I want to do is make some
Willie
shirts on
Beeman.
the. Can I speak? No.
Good.
Damn. So I want to make some shirts on the cricket, get them out, and see if there's going to be any interest from anybody else that might be listening. And then what I would like to do is just outsource it to somebody that actually makes T-shirts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be selling, cricket-made T-shirts, which isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't have the time, the money, or I'll be honest, I don't have the desire to just sit there on the cricket and cut out the same damn thing and line up shirts and do it over and over and over again. So if it gets to a point where people may be interested in purchasing some Desert Dad Sports Podcast merchandise, then I would definitely outsource it and just like do a bulk order of a bunch of different sizes and eat the money and then sell it from there. You know what I mean? So that way it's like not vinyl, it's actual screen print or whatever it is, and so that way we're giving out a good shirt.
Hey, could we do Desert Dad Sports? And on the back, we could be cue the foreskin.
Jesus, I was thinking about like cue the music,
Oh.
and then I want so like the shirt I'm wearing right now, it basically says Desert Dads or Desert Dad, and then below it says Sports, and then it's got 2 headphones on either side of Sports. The other thing I want to do is put like a DDS with like the little triangle, or so DDS for Desert Esports, and then do like the little like diamond shape that's on the cover art for the podcast, like on one of the sleeves or something, and then maybe on the back of the collar, like you said, put cue the music. Is kind of what I'm envisioning, if that makes sense. So I haven't fully completed it to see what it would look like on somebody, but that's kind of where my brain is. So.
I'm still waiting for my order that I put in like 2 weeks ago.
You put it in yesterday when I sent you the picture of the shirt that I'm wearing now, and obviously
6 months ago.
No.
We
So
ordered.
let's slow
I'm gonna
down.
have to call customer support
Let's
on
not
that
get too
one.
crazy, because now we're getting into realms that I'm not familiar with. Like I've never like outsourced and figured out how to like get shirts made and stuff. But
I'm sure there's a company that does it.
oh yeah, it
It's
can't
easy.
be hard. I'm actually talking. Oddly enough, I was just having a conversation. Shout outs to Benny. I was having a conversation with Benny, who posted a picture of a white T-shirt with our old Arizona Menace logo. That was the last paintball team I played for. And I'm like, hey, like I only have my jersey from when we played. Like, can I get a couple of shirts? So I'm actually working on trying to get some shirts right now. I just haven't checked my Facebook to see if he responded. So I will probably end up getting with Benny to be like, hey, how are you getting the file? Like, how are you getting the images over or whatever? And like, who are you going through to get shirts made? So oddly enough, like that just all kind of happened today. So I got plans. Because obviously I have to do this
And
all
he's
by
still
myself.
talking.
All right, I'm quiet. I'm going to drink my beer. I'm going to take a rip. You guys have at it.
Louis, you got the floor.
I got the
Exactly.
floor.
What do you want? What do you want to talk about?
What are we talking about?
What do you mean exactly? We could do this shit without you.
No, you literally can't.
100%.
Neither one of you know how to edit this shit and get it up.
I'll take it to somebody who won't complain about having to do it.
Dumb.
I was literally with you when you were editing.
And you didn't learn shit because you don't remember anything.
See, because he does that, so he's relevant, and we keep him around.
Yeah. We just use your room and that's it. Your den.
Yeah. We didn't even need you.
Phil just comes over for your...
Hey, you ain't wrong, dog. It is what it is.
Hey, you want a Snickers?
Oh, God.
The Chicago Sky lady basketball team is blowing somebody out by like 45 points right now.
Again? Because didn't they just open it up on somebody like last night or the night before?
I think it's New York Liberty.
Okay, you know, it was Liberty that... Yeah, no, you're right.
Blowing
You're right.
them out.
Look up the scores. Let's go.
That's got to be sad. You know,
I mean,
I don't usually talk about, you know, this kind of stuff, but that's why women's sports, they don't make millions and millions of dollars.
why?
Because nobody watches that shit.
That's true. Right now it's the playoffs. And
That has nothing to do with one team blowing another team out.
I'm just making a comment. Can I make a comment? Just like your stupid Arizona Menace shirt.
Hey, Phoenix Revolution, Arizona Menace. Shout out to my man Silos and everybody that played on either one of those teams. I love all you.
So
They're all
final
better
scores.
than you.
Final scores.
Probably. They all kept playing
This-
after I quit.
The Sky beat the Liberty 100-62.
Dude, that's a high school score.
38 points. Right now, the Phoenix Mercury are losing 63-44
Well, see,
at halftime.
Okay, the Mercury are down Brittany Griner. We all know that. And then, is it Skylar Diggins is her name?
Skylar Diggins is
She also decided to step away.
and
the
then
Mercury-
Tarassi's out too for this rest of the season.
There you go. So,
They're just throwing away the rest.
yeah,
of the
but they were
season.
also like the 7 or 8 seed or some shit, or a
Yeah.
6 seed going into the playoffs, though.
They finished their season 15-21 and made the playoffs.
15 and 21. I'm not good at math, but that's only like
You're
36 games. 15 and 21.
yeah.
They played a 36 game regular season.
In April they played 1 game. May they played 9. June they played a season high 12 games. In July 9 games.
You played a season high 12 games in a 30 or 31 day month.
But you also have to understand.
Dude, in the NBA, we're trying to get rid of back-to-backs.
Well, you're talking about the NBA.
I know.
There's a different like
Those guys fly private.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's that,
I feel
video
that.
of
I
the
feel that.
WNBA players flying commercial.
That's insane, dude. That to me blows my mind.
Which I
Dude,
don't
when I was in
believe
high
that
school,
should happen.
When I was in high school, we were getting charter buses to go to different places.
well, yeah.
We weren't riding regular
Well, I'm
ass
sure
basic
that-
school buses.
I'm
We were
sure
riding
they're
charter.
not. I'm sure they're not riding a Volkswagen bus to the game.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is we could have took just a yellow ass school bus, but we got charter buses. These guys can't get fucking private flights to game.
No,
Like
they
team
can, but
flights.
somebody has to pay for it.
I get that, but Jesus, we're talking about a franchise, not just some club team where people pay to play.
You're talking about a franchise that Robert Sarver helps pay for.
So he doesn't give them any money at all.
You got it.
I know, man. That's insane, dude. That blows
Well, I'm
my
sure
mind.
he's not the only one. I mean, it's the WNBA. Not to talk down about the girls' sports, but
Fitzgerald.
he's part owner.
4 minutes?
That's
40,
what I was.
40. We're at 40. We're at 40.
We're at 40 minutes?
Yeah, we're at 40 minutes.
You're
dude.
shitting me.
That's crazy, isn't it?
We've been bullshitting for 40 minutes?
That's it.
That's it.
39 of it was
Oh, no,
Tim
yeah.
talking.
You're right.
Oh my god! Here we go.
39 minutes and 30 seconds
Dude,
where
I
you're
am
talking.
the glue that holds this whole operation.
Lou
Without
and I
me,
have been
this
playing
operation-
darts,
oh.
and Tim's just been talking.
Oh, brother. I didn't even have anything to talk about in this episode.
Good, keep it that way.
Hey, I know I said this backwards the other day, but in 2008, yesterday being, hold on, let me look at the date. So yesterday being
In 2008, last year,
in
That's
8/19 of 2022, or
Jesus.
I'm all screwed up. On 8/19 of 2008, Henry Cejudo won a gold medal in Olympic wrestling. And I know none of you guys care about wrestling.
and what has
here.
he done since?
He was a UFC champion.
Talk shit a little bit.
No, he literally
Get beat
won.
up a lot.
He literally won a belt in the UFC, and I'm not too versed on my UFC
yeah,
stuff.
he won a belt, but he also got his ass whooped a
Well,
lot.
he probably did, but you know what? Wrestling is wrestling, and Henry Cejudo's a gold medal
we should
winner.
we should call somebody.
We got 5 minutes. I'm not calling
So?
anybody. No, I'm not doing this.
Cue the damn cell phone.
The cable is in the box. Actually, I don't think we can because Louie's microphone's plugged into the cell phone spot.
So you're telling me to leave?
No.
No,
What
there's
I'm s-
another spot.
That one doesn't run off the cell phone
We
spot.
call it the G.
I would call. I was actually gonna say, I'm gonna call B-Guard real quick. I'm gonna call B-Guard.Jones real quick and be like, "Hey, give us a random sports fact, go," and just have him go. But that would require unplugging Louie's mic, plugging it into a different spot.
He's probably intoxicated, so.
No, he ain't. B-Guard don't be drinking at all. He's
Yeah.
vegan and stuff.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. He got really weird there for a minute, but he don't drink a whole lot. Like his beer fridge quit cooling drinks down and
That's
stuff.
the
so-
only reason why.
Yeah, and he's like, I just don't want to get a new one, and it helps me not drink anymore. So
You should get a new one and give him your old one, and then be like, "Hey,
hey, you ain't
See
got
what
no
happens.
excuse now, brother. Dude, this little mini fridge I have behind me, I've had for probably, well, I haven't had it, but my dad bought it probably like 20 years ago, and somehow this thing's still surviving. We got it at Home Depot, and it's still surviving.
Dude, appliances from 20 years ago, dude, they're running like crazy. New appliances now will break down in like a year.
Isn't that insane, dude? I would love to get a new mini fridge. This thing's still trucking along. Like the weather stripping's a little screwed up on it, so sometimes you got to push the bottom corner in, and like ice will build up in the back just from the air getting in. But dude, it still does its job.
Yeah, I remember when it was at your old house, or
Yeah, you would.
yeah, at your parents' old house.
the Cribadale."
The Cribadale.
I can't believe we're doing a podcast and it's still light outside.
Isn't that weird, dude? We got together pretty damn early today.
We don't work nights no more. so-
I know, dude. It's like working
This
during
is
the daytime.
really nice. This is. I'm
I
sorry.
Louis, I know
Yeah,
you work
I've
over the
worked
night,
nights.
dude. But I mean, you were working during the day for how long were you doing HVAC?
4 years.
See, you worked during the day for 4 years. I worked during the night for almost 6 straight. I deserve to see.
I've been there for 3 straight. In the night.
Dude, you've been on Graves for 3 straight?
Coldest story.
We've literally
ever
worked
told.
together your entire time you've been working with me, huh?
I know. I'm ready to get out of here.
Damn, son.
Divorce.
Nah. But we're not married, but we're in a DV relationship. Got him.
Cue the music.
Hey, Luee, it's got to be Luee G, dude. Luee doesn't
I
feel like.
told you.
Yeah, it has to be Luee G. Hey, you got anything before we sign this one off?
I'm glad to be back, and it's always a good time to be here.
Hey, I'm glad I got the den cleaned up so we actually got room to move around, too. We're not all like
It's
standing
not
on top
cluttered.
of shit. Yeah,
well,
it's not
cluttered, but
Well,
it's like
cluttered
less
in
cluttered.
Yeah, it's cluttered in the corner over here, but we have room to move around. I like it. Phil, you got anything to say to the people? Oh, he taking a drink. Oh, he's still drinking. This one's drinking. It's back to the wall. The beer is gone.
People, thank you for listening. This is Phil G signing off.
Phil G signed off. Hey, my name's Timmy D. We're still cracking. This was episode 11 of the Desert Dad Sports Podcast. I you know what? Stop. You're over here looking at me like I can't talk. This is episode 11 of the Desert Dad Sports Podcast. We're learning, we're grinding, we're getting better, and I got some things in the works here. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I got some things in the works here. I'm ready to upgrade after 11 episodes.
Number 2 pencils?
No, we using mechanical pencils. And if the lead breaks and you run out, well, it sucks to suck. Cue the damn music.